What's going on, YouTube? Gonna do the whites boots maintenance video. Note on the leather Gainer Mountain laces, they did not work. So they went about, I'm gonna say maybe a week, and they broke. I've already got the laces and the false tongue taken out of this boot. What you need to do when you do a full maintenance like this, we are going to be using, got some saddle soap. You can pick this up. I got this at Farm and Fleet. I think it's like maybe $5-8. You can use I'm using the whites heavy duty leather preservative. It's the same as the Obanoffs, and I don't know, this is a Scotch Brite brand, just a nylon brush. That's just to scrub the boots. So first things first, let's get some warm water in our sink. And here's the false tongue. Make sure that you do those. I'm gonna make the same mistake again. I didn't get laces from whites. I actually picked up a pair of Kiwi brand laces, and they were at Target on sale for $1.16. So we'll see how long those last, and most likely be calling whites and ordering another set of boots. Alright, that's enough water there. First thing you want to do, look inside your gusset here. You want to pick out any large debris, if there is any large debris in there. I got some grass and stuff in here. Get that out. And then second is just kind of put your hand in the water and just wet the boot all the way around. I apologize, it's going to be a little bit of a lengthy video. Make sure you get inside the gusset. Tongue. Get all the dirt in there out. And next, get your saddle soap. Just get your hands damp. And this stuff's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of got a spongy texture, and then it turns, I don't know, soapy after you kind of rub it a while. I don't know, it's like semi-dried Play-Doh. I just kind of put my hand inside the boot, take this stuff, smear it on, and just kind of start rubbing it in a circular motion. Kind of see it gets white, kind of soapy looking, and a little bit goes a fair way. You're not gonna go through a lot of this. I'll probably edit some of this out. You don't need to watch me scrub these things, but just to give you guys the idea. You'll notice your boots are gonna kind of absorb some of that water if you haven't treated them in a while. Mine are pretty dry. So we'll keep going around with the saddle soap. Here in the tongue, inside the gusset. And then, yes, it's a messy job. If your boots get dirty, it's going to be a messy job. Alright, now just take your brush, get that in the water. I just kind of take a little bit of extra saddle soap, put it up here on the toe of the boot, toe box. get kind of a little, I don't know, it doesn't really lather like shampoo, but just get some built up. Take your brush and then just start hitting it. All the way around. Make sure you get down in this area where all your stitching is. You got your leather. If you need a little bit more saddle soap, I don't know as if there's a formula to this, if you will. I think it's just whatever you feel's adequate. You can see the water's just getting filthy. And this is just one boot too. Brush inside here. The other side. Hit the whole tongue. And hit the, I don't know, I always hit the midsole a little bit. Get down in here. Oops, sorry guys. Get down in here on the stacked heel. Get that cleaned out too. Alright, and now just rinse all that off. Drain the water here. Get some fresh water. And this is just the way I do it. I'm not saying that this is the right way, that this is exactly how to do it. It's the way I do it. It works. So that's the way I'm going to keep doing it, I guess. Alright, we will let that one dry. While we do, now's a good time to hit the false tongue. Same thing, get it wet. Front and back, a little bit of saddle soap. Stuff's slippery. It's hard to keep on your fingertips and rub in. You know, rub your hands together like you're going to start a fire or something. Maybe add a little saddle soap to the back. There. And rinse it off. Alright. I'm gonna do the other boot and we'll get you caught up here in a minute. After strip your laces and take out the false tongue, clean out your gussets, rinse your boots with water. I got a nylon brush, hit it with saddle soap, give them a little bit to dry. Now we go on to applying your whites, heavy duty leather preservative, or your Obanoffs, whatever your preferences. Alright, so here we go. First things first, you want to use your bare hands with this, because your the heat from your hands is going to help work it into the leather, and it's going to help the leather suck it in. So you want to be pretty liberal with it also. Move a couple things here. All right, here we go. And it's going to look, your hands are going to get greasy. It's going to be messy. Well, not really messy, I wouldn't say. It does clean off okay, but you're gonna have a little bit of a mess, I guess. You want to make sure that you go over all your stitching really well. And down here there's kind of a pocket where your arch is. You want to make sure you really pack that down in there. That's where, if you're going to get a water leak, that's where you're going to get it. That's where you're going to get your wet feet, is right there. Depending on how far you are in between your treatments, I mean, you probably don't have to hit the uppers as much, but I don't know, I'm doing them. I'm gonna hit them, put it on thick, the entire boot. Same thing on this side. When you get to the inside of the boot, there's a pretty deep pocket right here. You want to make sure that you get a good scoop of it, pack it down in there. All that's gonna, when you put your boot on, the heat, the warmth from your feet is gonna help this stuff suck in too. Sorry, I'm kind of bumping the tripod here a little bit. All right, we went all the way around, and now it's time to hit the gussets. Make sure you get it good and liberal in there, because that's going to collect dirt. That's going to dry out your leather quick in there. So make sure you get a good glob in there. I guess if glob's the scientific word for it. Hit the tongue all the way up to the top, all the way around the inside here where all your hardware's coming through. Make sure that leather stays good and hydrated too. Alright, now that you've got that, I go around the stitching of the boot. I go all the way around that to really kind of push it pretty heavy, faster motion, create a lot of friction, get it to melt in really quick, get it to penetrate deep into there. That's what you want. It's going to help seal your boots from the outside weather. Alright, Now, and as you can see, this is, this only takes a few minutes. This isn't a, all day affair. Take the time, take care of your boots, they'll take care of you. Now, whites, leather stacked heel. There you go, leather. You want to make sure that you hit that. Put a coat, rub it in all the way around. Do not forget right in here. And this is all leather too. You can see it in there. You want to make sure that you hit that area too. Really kind of burnish it in there. You can see up here, well, I'm kind of touching it, making it wet again, but these uppers, they've already soaked that in. I got a pretty heavy coat. You can tell here, pretty heavy coat on them, and it's soaking it right in, so that's good. Thirsty boots. All right, false tongue, same thing. These, I don't know, they don't need a lot, but as long as you're here, hit them, work it in. Same thing, put a little bit on the back sides. By this point, your hands are pretty greasy. You can see they're shining. So, kind of work what you got there in. And I guess open up these cheap leather laces. We'll see how these things work compared to the Gander Mountain ones. I got these at Target. $1.16. They were on sale, probably because nobody was buying them. 72-inch length. And get these out. Right out of the package, you're going to notice they're pretty dry. So you're going to want to hit these with Obanoffs also. So put some Obanoffs on your hands. Best thing is just to get some Obanoffs kind of on your fingers and then just pull the laces through your hand. It's too hard to try to actually apply it to the laces. Okay, you're gonna thread this through your false tongue. Trust me, folks, these laces ain't gonna last. They're pretty thin. I think they're a leather lace for more of a dress shoe or something more than a boot. But we're gonna give them a go. We got them, we're going to use them. $1.16. There wasn't any shipping on them, so. And to be quite frank, the ones I had from Gander Mountain were a little thick, and I think the eyelets, you had to kind of wedge them into the eyelets. I think that might have cut them. They had some premature wear. I'm just trying to even up the laces here the best I can. Alright, now you're going to take your false tongue, goes in there like so. And start pulling these through. Alright, there you go. Laced up, cleaned, oiled, greased, whatever you want to call it. Ready to go. And that's that. It's a quick process. It's not an all-day affair. And we'll see how these kiwi laces hold up. That's about it. I'm gonna finish up the other boot. No sense in watching it twice. Just repeat the process on the other one. So if you enjoyed, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in